Hello there, welcome to Projects on Wheels. Starting a new video series here. I wanted to let everyone know I'm back on my Prerunner project here. It's been put off a bit while we've been in winter, but spring around the corner, I definitely want to get on this build again here. Figured I'd do a video and show off the truck a bit. I know the only real video I have is my part 1 slideshow, so pictures only can show so much. So let's get started into this series. So I guess the first thing I'd talk about here is my beams. I'm pretty proud of these beams, to be honest. These are my first attempt at a beam. I-beam with Swingset. Kind of get a view of them here. My Swingset steering, I'm actually I was really happy with it, but now I'm not. I'm going to have to do a version 2 take on it, I think. Just my toe is off. That Savix worked amazing in my race truck. It does not have the torque for this big truck. This is a heavy unit. But yeah, I used the UDR knuckles. Just because I wanted, it's just what I had. I wanted to use the UDR wheels, but everything here is scratch built, scratch made, my design. I looked online just to see even how to make a Swingset steering. I honestly didn't know. I'm pretty pleased with it. This truck, this Prerunner I'm building is just 2-wheel drive, so I have no axles in here. I only wanted a rear-wheel drive truck. I've had 4-wheel drives. I've had Losi 5T, Baja 5B. I've had a Slash just completely tricked out. I wanted something 2-wheel drive, so I know the 5B is 2-wheel drive, but Prerunner at least. I'll keep on showing off the truck here. I got more suspension work to do. I need to put bypasses in there. I got some really trick bypasses for the rear, but they're not in yet. They're actually true bypasses by LX Shocks. I'm super jacked to get those in the build. I'll move around the truck here and we'll keep on looking. Okay, so here we are in the middle of the truck. Show everything off here. This is continuing to be all my own design. I am a noob TIG welder, just so everyone knows. I picked up a Yes Welder TIG and wanted to give it a try. And I mean, where I started the truck to where I ended the truck, you can totally tell. The outside of this cage is all start of the truck, and then once we start to get inside, everything there's near the end of my TIG experience. But I mean, I'm happy with it. I'm like, obviously I'm no pro, but I know my way around a TIG, I think, a little bit now, so that's cool. I have the 1/8 scale Castle Creations Mama Monster. I have that hooked to an Axial SCX 10 transmission, so I do have 2 gears. I got to hook a servo up to that. That's in the middle there. I'm running the ESS Air, or no, sorry, that's the ESS Dual, not the airplane version. That's the truck version. As a sound box, I did want sound in this truck. Usually I don't run sound boxes. I picked one up for a crawler and found its way into this truck, and I really like it. It definitely adds a little life to your RC. That's my receiver box. That is definitely getting changed, but it works for right now. This just for some R&D. My lipo's up there. That is a Venom. I've had it for a while. It works good. 3S 50C or 35C 5000 milliamp. Plenty of oomph. This truck, I'm not building for speed. This is going to be for scale driving, so plenty of everything I need for this truck. I've had RCs that fly. I just want a scale driver now. So we'll keep moving on here. Okay, so checking out the backish of the truck. I'm running, I can't even remember, no name I'm going to say. It's got a name. Suspension back here, springs, and then internals. This is where I got some really nice LX shocks coming. Bypass, functional. They're going to be back here, so it's going to look like a tried and true Prerunner trophy truck, king looking shock. I'm super excited for them. I've never had them before. So those are my link bars. RPM upper, heavy duty. The bottom ones are just Traxxas stock plastic. Definitely not staying with the truck. I actually have some Vitavon. I hope I'm saying that right. Aluminum ones right beside the truck. I'll show you in a bit. Actually got front knuckles Vitavon as well. They're going to be on. So that'll add some more weight to this truck too. Help that scale look. This is definitely a heavy truck. Going to be a heavier truck. I know things break, but I'm excited to have kind of a truck with some mass. It definitely shows on camera, I think, and I'm excited for it. That rear axle, that's a nice piece, actually. I found it on Amazon. That's a SCX6. I think that big truck's called a Honcho, maybe not. I don't know. Crawler. All aluminum, super nice. I can't remember the gear ratio off the top of my head, but this in high gear with that, only driving around in this big shop. Big boogie's pretty good. I'm curious to see once springtime hits here, get her outside, what it'll do. Moving on, that's my tire carrier. This is kind of all based off UDR scale. So I built everything to the UDR body, but with the UDR, it has your spare tires laying down flat, and I just don't care for that look. I love the tires opposed to each other like this, standing up. Such a cool Baja Prerunner look. So that's my own design, my own carrier. There's lots of work back here left to do. I have over there. There's a bunch of parts. So I got limiting straps. I have maybe hot racing. I can't remember. Sway bar system for the UDR. I got to adapt that to my truck. I don't even know how it's going to fit yet. Not going to run sway bars in the front. Maybe limiting straps. I haven't decided yet. I still got to figure out the bypasses up there. There's also a little bit of cage work that needs done, mainly just on the front, not the rear. The rear's done. That's all pretty much it. I got to show you guys light bars for all over the place on this thing. I'm gonna run light bars in the front and the back, but I don't want my light bars on the roof rack or none of that. I want it all in the bumper. In the rear, I do have my tail lights, brake lights type setup. So I'm excited to show you guys all that done. My drive shaft is quite the unit. Not sure if it's going to stay for how long, but I mean, it's tough. That's a Traxxas steel / rear axle on the transmission. It just bolted right up, and then that's the rear ball joint is axial heavy duty MIP. No, yeah, it's MIP, not axial. Ball joint, and then I used a drill bit extender, cut it, welded it to both ends, and that's my drive shaft. It's pretty strong. I mean, I don't think it's gonna be hurt. That's about it so far on the build here. Let's move on. A few more things. I got a couple of these carbon fiber sheets. Supposedly real carbon fiber. Strong, thin, sharp. That's going to be all the filler panels on this truck. There's going to be quite a few of them. These are all my light bar, or a couple of the light bars. I have a bunch of pods. Rear one, it's all customizable, I think. It can do all sorts of lights, colors, combos, flashing. This is going to be my main one. For the front, looks pretty cool. Not the most expensive stuff, but it's not junk either. These are my aluminum trailing arms. They look pretty cool. I'm super excited to get them on the truck. What do we got over here? Oh, this is my new 7-channel transmitter, receiver, remote. I want to run dual cooling fans on this truck. Just where you'd put a real rad on a Prerunner trophy truck, or a trophy truck and a Prerunner, and make cooling ducts that actually go down to the motor. So instead of having your fans on your motor inside the truck, I want it to look more like a real truck where a rad would be. So I got to make an air duct and mount that up there, and that'll be really trick and set my truck apart from pretty much all the other cooling systems. 7-channel, yeah, that's what else is going to be on there? Lights, maybe I'll be able to get the lights on there. Soundbox won't be on there. I think it has to be on all the time. My 2-speed trans micro servo will be on there. You can do a lot of trick stuff. I did get one with a gyro, being a 2-wheel drive truck. I mean, it's going to be a heavy truck and it's not a fast truck, so it probably won't be getting crazy on me. But with that gyro, it will help. I've never even used one, so it's pretty exciting to try that out for the first time. I got a bunch of other parts here and stuff, but nothing to bring up to the camera. So that's that. Okay, so this will be the end of this video. I am running the UDR body. This is just a clear one. I did shoe glue it, make it tougher, but it's far from done. I want to do some modification to it just to separate it from a UDR body, straighten some body lines and do some neat stuff. I want to do some air duct in the front. It fits the cage pretty well. I made this cage to fit it. It's a little high on the cage. It's not seated right now. I just set it on top. I will paint it. The livery on this is going to be like those Hilti drills over there. I recently started using Hilti, and I just love their tools, their drills, impacts. So the UDR comes factory with a rigid theme or a rigid livery for the lights. And the Hilti colors actually are very similar to that, I think. So I'm going to incorporate a Hilti looking livery on this truck. I think it'll look pretty cool. There's countless hours left. I got so much in this build already. I don't even know how much. In time, effort, money. I don't want to go into this too much into this build, but I am disabled with muscular dystrophy, so I'm wheelchair bound, and this is a lot of effort for me, and this is a lot of fun for me as well. It gives me something to do. It's therapeutic, it's fun, it's rewarding. I remember when I first test drove this truck here a couple months ago, I had a smile on my face for days after like 4 months of solid work. So I will keep making videos. I'm very new to making this. I don't know if it's called vlog style, or just kind of an overview video, but I think the videos will probably look or be funner to watch than the slideshows. So I'll make more videos coming up on this truck. Don't know what I'll start with next. I think I'm going to start in the rear. Limiting straps, sway bar, that's probably going to be the first thing I do. When everything's done, I got to strip the whole build back down, back to cage, do metal work like finishing. I got a bunch of carbide bits. I know a real TIG welder doesn't need to tune up his welds, but I'm not there yet. I can't leave mine for show, so I want to get things powder coated. I got to find a powder coater. But anyways, that'll be it for this build video series part 2, I guess this is now. I'll keep you guys updated. I really appreciate people checking out my builds, liking stuff. I just got over 150 50 subscribers. That's pretty neat. I'd rather have a handful of people like my things than tens of thousands of views and that's it. So it's kind of neat just to have us people checking out my stuff. I try so very hard, so it's cool to get a like or a comment here now and then. So off to work, I guess. Thanks for watching.